Hi, welcome to 1500ESPN.com. I'm Senior Editor Derek Wetmore. This is Vikings beat reporter Andrew Krammer. We just got done with a long day covering the purple, writing a bunch of stories. Check it out on our website, 1500ESPN.com, where Andrew's just cranking the content away. We wanted to touch on a video, though. With the popularity of Judd and Dubé's, we figured we'd try and follow suit, too. Andrew, story of this game early, Adrian Peterson really got off to the races there at the beginning. What did you see out of Peterson today?
Well, saw what everybody saw with the 78-yard run right off the bat. He breaks up the middle. Rhett Ellison laying a great block with Jerome Felton out from that 3-game suspension. Now, he comes back with 17 rushes after that, averages less than a yard per carry after that giant rush. So he ends up with just about 92 yards. 93 yards total on the ground, which is not what you want to expect if you see the first carry go for 78 yards. So Vikings fans want to see a little bit more out of that run game, obviously. Couldn't get going on the passing game either, but Peterson was struggling behind that offensive line. Couldn't find many holes at all. I'll read off just his carries after that 78-yarder. He went for 2 yards after that, -3, -4. Then he had that 4-yard touchdown. Then -3, then -4. It was just bad across the board. So really had to get something going on that O-line, and there just wasn't anything.
One of the things we tried to answer this whole preseason, probably be trying to answer it for the duration of this season, is Christian Ponder the Vikings quarterback? Not a lot of encouraging signs out of him today, although maybe it wasn't all his fault. Mm-hmm. What did you take away from Christian Ponder today?
He had some good signs you saw, whether it was completing that first pass to Greg Jennings for 9 yards or connecting with Jerome Simpson for 7 yards and 100, I think it was like 30 or 140 total yards, which is Jerome's biggest day as a Viking by far. However, he couldn't set his feet much with that offensive line, allowing so much pressure. He only got sacked 3 times, so that kind of shows you that he was getting rid of the ball, he was moving, but he wasn't making the decisions you want to see out of a starting quarterback like Christian Ponder. So it just shows, like I said before, that you want to see the decision making. It just didn't really seem to be there. He didn't seem to go through his progressions and his reads like he did. He either stuck on one receiver too long or he threw a guy he shouldn't have thrown to. He had 3 interceptions on the day, first one of which wasn't his fault. The first one bounces off of Jerome Simpson's chest, goes right into a defender's hands. The next 2 were, a combination of his fault and somebody else's fault. You can't always put it on him, but that third and final one was Sue was chasing him down. That was just one he shouldn't have thrown, should have thrown it away. So it's just kind of those things with Ponder where you shake your head because you want to see out of a 12th round pick in 2011 a progression. I meant first round pick, 12th overall is what I meant. Sorry. Yep. You want to see that progression out of Ponder in his 3rd year now in 2013, and we're just not seeing it, and his teammates aren't helping.
Right. That was kind of the question coming into today. I don't feel we found a full answer to that. The other thing to the game, the Lions made constant mistakes. They seemed to want to throw that game away as often as they could, and the Vikings just wouldn't take it. One of the big reasons, though, that the Vikings weren't able to capitalize, I felt, their defense just couldn't stop the run. You wrote a piece on Joique Bell and Reggie Bush, gashing up the middle. Without Kevin Williams there on the defensive line, what did the Vikings defense look like to you?
Well, it was also Kevin Williams' absence, like he said, but don't write off Antoine Winfield's absence in all this. He made 20 tackles in 2 games against the Lions last year, and they always play in that nickel formation with 2 linebackers and 3 corners, and they did it again today. And so Josh Robinson was on the field a lot, didn't get that many tackles. In that inside nickel spot, you expect him to come up and make a few of those tackles at the line. That's what you're missing with Winfield. And then with Kevin Williams being gone, you're missing that presence that takes double teams, takes extra chips in the middle. So guys like LaTroy Guion, Fred Evans, a rookie, and Sharif Floyd are getting these double teams that they're not used to getting. They're getting the chips, and they're just getting pushed out of position. And that's when you see Reggie Bush running around for 20 yards just to get 3 yards, and then all of a sudden it turns into 77 like that catch he had for a touchdown score. So it's just stuff like that you're missing out of those key guys, and they need to find somebody to step up, and today they didn't.
Sure. Continue to read Andrew's coverage of the Everything Purple on 1500ESPN.com. In addition to this video, Judd and Dubé have a video. We've got columns coming, and Andrew did a great job covering the game here from the 1500 ESPN studios. Look for all that content on our website. For Vikings beat reporter Andrew Krammer, I'm Senior Editor Derek Wetmore. Thanks for watching.